It's time now for the Crusaders TV Player of the Week, and for the final week of February and the final week of the regular season, it is Forward Dylan Stewart for the Crusaders. He had a goal and 2 assists in 3 games for Sherwood Park to end the regular season. He got 1 win in Lloyd and then a tough goal against Spruce Grove to finish off the year, Dylan. But just talk about finishing off the year, your last year of hockey in junior, kind of maybe a quick ending to the final week where it just seemed it flown by and everyone is getting ready for Grand Prairie. Just maybe put that last week into a few words.
Yeah, it definitely flew by, but it was a lot of fun. We're just trying to enjoy it. The last couple of games wasn't focused exactly on the result versus Spruce, but we just played it safe, and although the results wasn't that good, we had bonded as a team.
Well, that game in Lloydminster, you guys win 3-0. You got the nice redirection goal, the game-winning goal as well, with Ben Rashaw getting the shutout, and then the assist on the last goal that you were able to find Ryan Cox. But that first goal, just kind of a microcosm of what the coaching staff has wanted you guys to do, throughout the winning streak that you guys had, the 5-game winning streak a couple of weeks ago. That was there, and then in the 8-game losing streak, it almost seemed that you guys weren't going hard to the net. It's a case of the proof is in the pudding when you go to the net. But just talk about scoring goals like that, especially when there's a shot from the point. You got to have a little bit of nerves getting in front of some of these guys' shots.
Yeah, Adam really emphasized that the last couple of weeks when we were getting out of that funk there, getting to the net and getting screens, mix a screen every drill. So it's kind of embodied into our head. So that was definitely going through my mind when I seen the puck go to the point, and we knew Birkin's a really good goalie, so we had to get in front of him, so it worked out good.
And then, getting Ryan Cox another goal. He led the team in goals this year. What is it about Ryan that, in your opinion, was able to lead the team in goals scored this year for you guys?
Well, he just really loves the game. He's always working, and never really had chemistry with a guy like that, so it was fun to get him the puck. Usually Page worked well.
Well, yeah, you pick up the points as well when you get the puck to him. Okay, a home and home to end with Spruce. Disappointing because you guys had played so well, especially going to that game Friday in Spruce, and then bang, you're down 3-0 in that one. Do you guys feel behind the 8 ball already when you go into Spruce? It seems, obviously you don't want to admit that, but maybe just is there a sense of maybe you're not breathing as comfortably when you got to face one of the best teams, not only in the league but in the entire country?
Well, definitely they're a really good team, but I think sometimes we respect them too much. Like, we spot them one goal leads like it's supposed to happen. I think that's something that needs to change. But I don't know. The second game wasn't as focused on getting the win because we knew it was pretty far-fetched to come fourth. So we just kind of played it safe. But the first game I thought we did really well, but third period just kind of opened up, and we got a young goalie net, so you can't blame it on him. But if we had Vogel in, I think maybe we could have had a better chance.
Well, certainly, you guys made a game of it. How important was that second period? You outscored them 2-1 in the Friday game in Spruce Grove, where you ultimately lost, but a good period nonetheless. How much can you build off that if maybe you guys do see him this postseason? Yeah,
I think that shows how much our team's grown. Usually we'd maybe give up and it'd be a runaway, but I think that kind of set a tone that we could play with them, and we know we can. We just got to show it, and hopefully we get a chance in the second round.
The bright spot in the Saturday game was the team awards. So you won the Unsung Hero Award. How does that feel to be recognized by your team in your final year of junior hockey?
It feels really good. I've had a couple rough years in my career, not getting points and anything, playing that much, but this year was a lot of fun, and it really did wonders for my confidence.
Yeah, and you said, prior to, it almost seemed, I forget exactly the specific date, but in November and prior to getting scratched against Spruce Grove, you said confidence wasn't there. And then, you sit out a game, get to watch it from the stands, and that's really where your season took off. Just maybe elaborate on regaining that confidence and what it felt like to put up the year that you did, by far your best year of hockey.
I think it was just a reality check. That was the second time in my career I've been scratched, so it didn't feel really good. So I was just really motivated on proving people wrong and trying to be able to play at the next level next year. So I thought I did a good job responding.
All right, playoff time. You got some experience last year with Bonneville against your team now. Do you remember that series at all? How much do you remember about it, and what made this Sherwood Park team then, especially with Brandon and net, didn't make it an easy out for you guys last year?
Yeah, I think we came in thinking it'd be a little easy with the goalie situation that was going on, and then Vogel stood on his head and they got up to a 1-0 series lead, and then Game 2 they had a 3-0 lead, and the goal got disallowed. So and then we came back and won in overtime. But yeah, it was my first playoff series in junior, so it was just kind of a learning experience. Didn't score a goal, but I thought I played well, and just learning how to handle things. Like, you got to hit a lot more every time you're out there. Every hit's an investment, so just it's a lot different game.
You guys were dominant in the face-off circle. How key is that going to be this time around for you with the Crusaders? Last year, as I mentioned, that series between the Pontiacs and you guys, when you're on Bonnyville, you guys completely dominated the circle. Is that going to be emphasized, do you think, to the group going forward in this series against Grand Prairie?
Yeah, I think it's huge because whenever you win the draw, you're the team with the most puck possession, and I think we've done a pretty good job this year. I think one thing we need to work on is when we win in the D zone, get it out. Yeah. Especially on the PK, I find that sometimes we struggle at that, and I think we can't have those mistakes in playoffs.
What's going to be key against this Storm team in the best of 5 series? Obviously, you guys have to start on the road. You're going to have to win a game in Grand Prairie, something you didn't do this year, even though you did win the season series. What's going to be key against the Storm in your mind?
We just need to play good defensively. I think we know we could play with them offensively. We just got to shut down their Quebec guys. They're pretty good players, so just got to play well, follow the structure in the D zone. I think we'll be good. And
then for you personally, what are you expecting yourself in this first round? What kind of game do you want to play in order to help the team win?
Obviously, want to score some goals. I've done a good job against this team this year, and play a better defensive game because obviously that's key. And maybe throw a few more checks. Body's feeling better now, so yeah.
Any messages to the young guys that haven't played in the postseason in this league?
Just any other games, I just maybe got to hit a little more. But other than that, just got to relax. It's not like the end of the world.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's very well said. Dylan Stewart is the Crusaders TV Player of the Week for the final week of 2017-18. He had a goal and 2 assists in 3 games for the Crusaders as Sherwood Park begins the postseason on Wednesday in Grand Prairie. Game 1 of the best of 5 North Division quarterfinal of the Inter Pipeline playoffs. Game 2 will be Thursday, and then the Crusaders back home Saturday night to take on the Storm in Game 3, and if necessary, Game 4 will be Sunday night with Game 5, again, if necessary, next Tuesday in Grand Prairie. Dylan, thanks a lot, and good luck against the Storm.
Thanks for having me.